Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Figure King. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Today we're gonna be doing a review on another Star Wars Black Series figure. Today we're gonna be taking a look at Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka is a female character from the Star Wars cartoon, a popular Star Wars cartoon. She's one of the main characters in the Star Wars cartoon, Star Wars The Clone Wars. Um, she's one of the main characters, and she has a very interesting story. As I mentioned before, I'm not a Star Wars fan, like a big, huge Star Wars fan. I just became familiar with Star Wars around the time the last movie came out, and that would be The Force Awakens. But I did know about Star Wars Clone Wars because it came on Cartoon Network, and I was a huge fan and still am a Family Guy. So I'd see Star Wars, the Clone Wars commercials and things like that. But enough about that. Let's get to the figure herself. Now, there's a bio here on the back of the box. You can read up on that if you like. Up top in the right hand corner, it lets us know that this is Ahsoka Tano, and this is the 20th figure in the line. Right here we got Star Wars The Black Series. Down at the bottom, you see that this comes to us from Hasbro. Star Wars, of course, is a property of Disney. Here on this side we get her name. In the background we get her name as well. Here is the front of the packaging. This guy cost me about 23 bucks plus tax. As you can see, I got it from my local comic book store, the Fantasy Shop, where I also got Kanan from as well. Now, just taking a sec to look at this box, I really like the art on the box. This is a really nice picture of the character, and she's done in more of a realistic style. She doesn't appear the way she does in the actual animated series, and that was another thing that interests me about the character, or about the figure. Down here on the right hand side or left hand side, this is my left hand side, we get the name of the figure, and we also get Hasbro. We get the warning box there, and on the other side we get the number 20 again, because this is the 20th figure in this line. I'm gonna go ahead, take a break, get this guy cracked open. Be right back. Alright guys, now here's Ahsoka out of the packaging, and like I said with the Kanan figure, this was pretty much the same deal. She doesn't look like the animated counterpart. She looks like she's a action figure straight out of a Star Wars movie. They took the realistic take with this one as well, and I gotta say, I like it. I probably would have picked her up if she looked like a cartoon character. As far as the detailing on her, and one thing you have to be careful about is she has heels on, so it's not that easy to make her stand. As you can see, so you got to get her in a pretty stable pose. But as far as the detail on the figure, she's an alien, and she has orange skin and blue and white hair, or if that is hair. Like I said, I'm not that familiar with the Star Wars show, but I have seen it before, believe it or not. I've actually seen a couple of episodes, and she also appears in that show with Kanan. She was a apprentice of Anakin, and she pretty much left the not the Empire, the Order. She left the Order and she came back as a different alias. She came back under a different alias, but she still pretty much looked the same. She fought Darth Vader. She knows, I believe, that Anakin and Darth Vader are the same person. Now, one thing I noticed about this figure is that she's really curvy. Like, I don't know if they did that on purpose. I don't know if she appears like that, like in the in the actual cartoon, but she had a little something back there. But that's not what we're gonna be looking at now, because I don't want that to, be the main focus of the video. I want to take a look at how beautiful this figure came out. First off, like I said, the face sculpt is really nice, really clean done with the lines in the face, really nicely done. Her sleeves on her arms, really nice. She's got some buttons in her gauntlet. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, there's buttons. She's got this little skirt on over a skirt that she's wearing, which is actual fabric, which is really cool. She has some hooks there for her lightsabers that she uses. She uses dual lightsabers, one long, one a little smaller, and the hilt on one's actually curved. As you can see there, she's got some brown legging type pants under the skirt and some nice tan brown boots. Now, as I mentioned before, in this little piece here, I don't know if that's some sort of armor, but it's got buttons on it. I don't know if it's to help her breathe or what, but yeah, I don't really know what that's about. But nevertheless, this is a really, really nice figure. Oh, she actually stood up. She only comes with 2 accessories, and those accessories, of course, are her signature lightsabers. Now, the lightsabers are done in a solid gray plastic. They're nothing too special. They're not as detailed as Kanan's are, but they are nice though. Nonetheless, they are really nice. I'm trying to work on the focus. There we go. They're really nice. Simple. They're done with the soft plastic. Of course, this is the hilt here, and we have the actual laser. I'm not that familiar with the color of hers. These ones look white. I don't know if she's had more than just the 2. But I did see her battling with a green one. I've seen blue, so I don't know, maybe these are supposed to be like a lighter blue. But that's, yeah, she's not gonna stand too long. And this one is actually a bit different than the other one. It actually has a bit more detail in the handle. But other than that, it's just solid. Was actually not quite pliable. But it's a solid gray, and it has some black in there. No wash work or anything in there. The long laser is pretty much the same as the other one. So I'm guessing she holds them pretty well. I'm gonna get to that after I go over the articulation. So just to look at the articulation, her head moves up that much. This hair, or whatever this headdress that she's wearing is, hinders a lot of the head movement. She only looks up about that much, which is pretty much straightforward. She looks down that much, which isn't really good. She move her head left, right. You can probably get her to turn all the way around, but it'll be pretty hard because of the hair again. She can move her arms out that much. Full rotation in the arm. She's got the single jointed elbow. She's got the swivel in the wrist, the pivot in the wrist. She has the ab crunch. She crunches down that much, crunches back that much. And the cool thing is this doesn't get in the way that much because it's kind of a soft plastic, so it doesn't get in the way that much. She doesn't have any articulation in the wrist, but she does have articulation in the abs. She's got a thigh swivel underneath her skirt there. She's got the double jointed knee, and she has the pivot in the ankle. So if we can get Ahsoka to stand up, the blades are actually removable. They snap out like that, and she can actually house them right on the sides here. That's what the hooks are for, and that is really cool, and it probably looks really cool with both of them on there. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get both of them on there. And yeah, that's pretty official right there. Pretty official, if I do say so myself. So now I'm gonna take them and plug them back in. See how well she holds them. Right. I'll just lay her down because we don't want her to fall over. Plug that one in there, and we're gonna take this one and we're gonna put it in here if it'll fit. Yep, and that's pretty much how she holds the sabers. And I know she actually holds them like this in combat, because I actually not long ago saw a video, a clip of her fighting, I believe it was Anakin, and that's how she was holding the blades. And with it, you can get her in some really nice battle poses. Yeah, that's really, really cool. And I believe she herself is a Jedi as well. So yeah, I mean, that is cool. That is a cool figure. If I were to rate Miss Ahsoka, I would give her 8.5, 9. I'm gonna actually give her a 9, because the added lightsaber is a really nice touch. The overall detail is really nice. And that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring this review to a close. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead, don't be shy, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you're not subscribing to the Figure King, hit the subscribe button, because if you're not already subscribing, you should hit yourself in the head. Have a great night. Peace.